course. Right. Well, according to the data we obtained from our prisoner just before our base was destroyed, a massive alien structure is currently in position above Earth. This is no doubt their command vessel. And as we've just witnessed, Mosaic is somehow still functioning.
Didn't we destroy that thing once already?
Yes and no. We destroyed the core, certainly, and with that, Mosaic was fragmented. It should have eventually ceased to exist, but it must have... Well, according to the data we obtained from our prisoner just before our base was destroyed, a massive alien structure, presumably their command vessel, is currently in position above Earth. And as we've just witnessed, Mosaic is somehow still functioning despite Origin being dead.
Agent Weaver, bring us up to speed.
Let's see. Our base just got destroyed. A massive outsider ship is currently hovering over our planet. And, as we just saw, Mosaic is somehow still functioning and controlling the outsider's actions. That about sums it up.
How? Didn't we blow the Mosaic core to Kingdom Come and Origin along with it? Origin still exists, even if his body doesn't. He spoke to me back at the base. Long story short, he rebuilt the Mosaic core and took the Ethereal's place. Lucky for us, he's not as powerful as an Ethereal. That means he's got to be broadcasting from their command vessel.
So, what do we do about Origin?
I'm stronger than Origin. We get me access to the new Mosaic core on board that ship, and I kick his sorry ass out of there, then tell the outsiders to stand down.
Origin lives. He reached out to me with his mind. He learned a lot from the Ethereal he had imprisoned, but he's not as powerful as an Ethereal. He can barely hold the core of Mosaic together. Long-range communication will be impossible for him. He can only control outsiders on the main vessel with him.
Origin is alive in a sense. His consciousness lives on inside Mosaic, much as Origin's Ethereal did, acting as the power source for the remaining network. Origin has enough power of his own to hold the new Mosaic core together and broadcast commands through it, but he's not nearly as powerful as his imprisoned Ethereal was, which leads me to believe that he and the new Mosaic core are aboard the outsider command vessel.
If he's acting as the new battery for Mosaic, why aren't the outsiders massing to take us out?
Origin is powerful, but not nearly as powerful as an Ethereal. In its current state, Mosaic can only broadcast short distances, probably not even beyond the vessel.
So what are you suggesting we do?
I'm stronger than he is. Get me access to the new Mosaic core, and I'll take it from him. The outsiders will follow whatever command I give them. One command, and the war ends. The core can be accessed by destroying power relays at these 3 points. One in a weapons and armor manufacturing cluster, one in a deployment wing, and the master relay near the center of the ship.
So we take those out, and the core's wide open?
It won't be that easy. We'll need to take out those relays at the exact same moment, so none of them kicks in emergency defenses. If they do, we're toast. Once the relays are down, I go into the Mosaic core.
Looks like we're going in. I suggest you take care of any final preparations now, gentlemen.
This is a schematic of Origin's command vessel that we obtained through our prisoner. We can access the core by destroying power relays at these points. One in a weapons and armor manufacturing cluster, one in a deployment wing, and one in the center of the ship.
We need to time this perfectly, so the backup systems don't have a chance to activate. Once those relays are out, the defense system is down and I can get into the core.
It's decided. We go in. I suggest you take care of any last preparations now.
The core can be accessed by destroying power relays at these points. One in a weapons and armor manufacturing cluster, one in a biological research center, and then the master relay in the central location.
So we take those out and the core is just wide open.
In order to circumvent the automated repair redundancies, all relays must be destroyed simultaneously, which is to say, we need to destroy them at the same time, or we have no chance.
It's decided. We go in. I suggest you take care of any last preparations now.
Doctor,
There's no need to fear me, Agent Weaver. I'm still the man you knew, as well as the Ethereal you worked with.
it's not fear I'm feeling. Actually, I have a question. The outsiders came here looking for an Ethereal. If you hadn't been on Earth, Would they have left us alone?
I truly don't know. Shamash, the other of my kind, told me we exist on every planet where there's life.
If the imprisoned ethereal is gone, how is Mosaic still functioning?
I believe, well, both of us believe, Origin learned a great deal in the centuries he had the ethereal imprisoned. This would explain how his consciousness survived.
How are we going to fight him? We can't even kill him.
He's not immortal. He's dangerous and clever and, at this point, desperate. He knows we're a threat to him.
He wiped out the base pretty easily.
He never would have dedicated that much effort to it unless he feared us and what we could do. Mosaic is still a threat to us. It's not as strong as it was before, but Origin has enough power to keep it functioning.
How did either survive? We blew up the Mosaic core. We killed Origin.
Origin built Mosaic a very long time ago. He has abilities we haven't guessed at. Their mothership is the target. We'll need to defeat Origin and Mosaic in order to take the ship.
What do you intend to do with it once you have it? If we survive.
Study it. Outsider technology is quite advanced compared to our own.
Be careful, Doctor. Don't let yourself get carried away by intellectual enthusiasm. That thing is a weapon.
Origin must be top priority. It was his genius that created Mosaic, after all.
His genius? You respect him?
He was once a scientist. I must admit I have a certain fellow feeling.
You better not follow in his footsteps. I won't hesitate to take you down if I have to.
I could expect no less from you, Agent Weaver. Time for discussion is over.
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
There are many things none of us imagined before this war. Are you all right, Director? Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes. Bring back my base, my agents. Then, wipe the outsiders from the skies and make sure they never threaten my planet again.
Neither of us can reverse time and bring back what was lost. If I could, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Even if it meant you never woke up?
Yes.
Since you can't turn back time, how do you feel about taking the outsider mothership and ending this goddamn war?
If you put your full resources behind me, we can destroy Origin and take control of Mosaic.
Origin. I guess we didn't kill him enough the first time.
He had centuries to study an ethereal. It's not too surprising he picked up some tricks along the way.
Jesus Christ, he's an ethereal now?
No, his power is not complete. He can't control and sustain Mosaic as Shamash, the other of my kind, was able to. You realize we may not survive this. You and I may die in the attempt, and humanity will be left without its protectors.
I see three outcomes. In two, humanity dies. In one, it has a chance. That one involves attacking Origin and Mosaic.
Agreed. Origin will hunt us down if given enough time. He's already attempting to rebuild Mosaic.
Of course he is. I would have been happier if the bastard had stayed dead.
We all would, but right now we need to act quickly. We have to attack before he does.
You're really terrified of this Mosaic thing, aren't you?
Terrified? No. Neither of us wants to be enslaved. Our interests lie together. We've talked enough.
Never thought I'd hear that coming out of the good doctor's mouth.
Enjoy the novelty.
Never thought I'd see XCOM blown to hell.
Not all of XCOM. After all, we're still here.
I guess you're right, Doc. But it kind of takes the heart out of you, you know?
We have the Avenger. They haven't managed to ground her yet. And I doubt they will while you're piloting.
Oh, you got that right.
I certainly do. We also have an ethereal. The same can't be said for our enemy.
Right. That alien you and Director Falk were talking about. You bonded with it?
The short explanation will have to do. Suppose there are beings in the universe composed completely out of energy, with no corporeal form.
Well, I would if I knew what you just said, Doc.
Right. There are good aliens and bad aliens. The bad aliens want to enslave us all, including the good aliens. Agent Carter had a good alien bonded to him.
And it helped him fight the bad aliens.
Yes. That's why he was so effective beyond all our other agents.
Well, so long as we're fighting the same war, I guess I can live with that. We are fighting the same war, aren't we?
Either that, or they'll hunt us all down.
Should we maybe find somewhere safe and do repairs first?
We don't have the time. Origin will be too powerful. He's already rebuilding the Mosaic network.
If you say so, Doc. I just wish we had more time.
We all do. We have the ability and the resources. We owe it to humanity to defend it. To the death, if need be.
There isn't anyone else, is there? We haven't heard anything from other countries.
They may already be gone. No one, whatever species they may be, can attack Earth and get away with it.
You think there's more of them out there?
Let us say I've a certain intuition that there are more intelligent life forms in the universe.
Let's just hope they're friendly.
I have it on good authority some are. If you're ready to fly, Barnes.
Doc, I was born ready.
I can't believe the base is gone. How did they destroy it so quickly?
Mosaic. It's still functioning.
Jesus. What do we have to do to kill that thing?
Origin's consciousness is keeping Mosaic going. We take him out, the whole war ends.
How did he survive?
He had his own caged ethereal to study for centuries. Clearly he picked up a thing or two.
Charming. What's next?
Barnes will do some fancy flying to get us to their mothership.
They won't be able to see us, right?
Correct. Barnes runs us in, I kick Origin out of Mosaic, and I take it over. Dr. Weir is going through our intel and figuring out how to take down their defenses.
Whatever we break, they'll fix in no time.
Yep. That's why it needs to be a simultaneous strike. It'll take all three of us to pull this off.
And if we don't?
Then we won't be around to see it when they hunt humanity to extinction. We move fast. Get in, take out their defenses, get me to Mosaic, and I'll take care of Origin.
That's all?
It's that, or die.
I'll take option 1.
We attack their mothership and take out Mosaic. The rest will be covered in the briefing.
Dear God. What happened back there?
Origin nearly won. That's what just happened. We lost the base and a hell of a lot of good personnel. I'm gonna need you to pull it together, Doc. Right now, you're our only expert on outsider technology.
Yes, but the lab, my notes, Heinrich, they're all gone. But you must know something about their technology. You're an ethereal now.
I'm still your boss, Weir.
Yes, but how amazing. What does it feel like? Are you or not you? To think of the things we could learn.
There's nothing I can compare it to. I'm Asaru, and I'm Myron Falk. And I'm the combination of the two of us.
What a marvelous opportunity. To observe alien life from within, in a manner of speaking.
Let's make sure this is the only alien life I experience up close and personal. What do we know about Origin's location?
Only that he's on their command vessel. A mothership, if you will.
How can we be absolutely sure?
Well, you see, the harmonic resonance of...
I don't need you to explain it. I just need to know you're confident about it. What are the weak points of that ship?
There are 3 interlocking generators that power the defenses of the ship. Should one go offline, the others will immediately sound the alarm.
So timing is crucial.
Isn't it always?
On the losing side of a war, you bet it is. We're a hair's breadth away from extinction here.
Well, they don't kill all humans. There are the sleepwalkers.
Don't you scientists say humanity is defined by sentience? Its own awareness of itself? Those sleepwalkers aren't aware of anything. What's your theory on Origin's survival? And how did he get Mosaic up and running again?
Well, Origin was obviously quite brilliant. He must have learned a great deal watching your compatriot for all those centuries.
If my compatriot was here, maybe we could ask.
Ah, yes. I am tremendously sorry about what Carter did. For us, the opportunity to study two such beings would be beyond words. But for you, well, I imagine you must feel rather bereft.
There was a lot we could have learned from Shamash. I cannot believe Carter would sacrifice that kind of intelligence.
Well, we humans are a rather emotional bunch. You may have noticed.
Yes, it is much more comfortable being bonded with Director Falk. He has the capacity to contain his emotions.
I'm sure he does.
What's your theory on Origin's survival?
Well, Origin...
If my compatriot...
Ah, yes.
You cannot imagine. For a moment, I knew all Shamash knew. Worlds of knowledge, and a sense of kinship. I had not realized I was alone until that moment. And now, I'm alone again.
Well, I'm sure Carter's rejection of you didn't help any.
How soon can you be ready to move?
Just say the word.
How are you doing, Barnes?
Holy shit, sir. I never thought I'd see XCOM go down.
We haven't gone down yet. That's just one facility. XCOM's a lot more than just a base.
I know, sir. It's just the base gone, Carter under guard. What happened to him?
Agent Carter wasn't happy to find out the ethereal inside him was running the show. So he decided destroying it was more important than saving humanity. He turned on us.
What?
He was one of our best agents, while partnered with the ethereal. You know as well as I do, it was the ethereal making the decisions.
That's pretty hard to believe, sir. And now that ethereal is in you?
I know what the ethereal knows. It was in charge, not Carter. All that heroism, the ethereal.
There's really an alien in your head? Now, I know you said so, but if it controlled Carter, how do I know it's not controlling you?
Can you imagine anyone controlling me, Barnes?
Good point, sir.
I don't need you telling me how to do my job, Barnes. I don't tell you how to fly.
Actually, sir, sometimes you do.
Carter's had a lot of problems, Barnes. He was on the edge of cracking before the outsiders showed up. The ethereal kept him together and alive.
But why did Carter turn against XCOM?
He couldn't see how valuable a weapon like the ethereal is to our fight, and he didn't like realizing it was the ethereal who did all the work he got credit for.
It's hard to believe that wasn't him.
Believe it. Carter's had a lot of...
But why did Carter turn against XCOM?
He didn't like feeling like a fool. He was so upset about the ethereal augmenting his abilities, he couldn't see how powerful an ally it could be.
I don't know, sir. It can't be easy having an alien riding around in your head. I knew I couldn't do it.
Don't knock it till you've tried it, Barnes. We have work to do, Barnes.
Myron, I'm sorry about the base.
It's war. We knew this could happen.
Nonetheless, I regret the loss. It wasn't exactly home, but it was ours.
I'm more concerned with the planet at the moment.
Of course.
Agent Weaver, Angela... What the hell am I supposed to call you now?
I'm still Angela Weaver. I'm just... also a Saru.
How much of you is Carter? Hell, how much of Carter was Carter?
I thought I was Carter. So maybe the question should be reversed. How much of me, a Saru, came from Carter?
Jesus Christ. Angela Weaver, William Carter, and an alien all in one body. Sounds like the beginning of a joke.
So long as Origin ends up the butt of the joke, I'm fine with that.
Right. So what's your plan?
We do whatever we have to in order to take out Origin.
Didn't we already do that once? What I want to know is how the bastard came back.
He had a trapped ethereal to study for centuries. He learned enough to take the imprisoned ethereal's place, but not enough to power something as large as Mosaic. What he's got is a crippled version.
That's what Dr. Weir said, or at least what it boiled down to.
What's the intel on the mothership?
Weir says that's where Mosaic's new core is.
Then we have to destroy it.
That ship could be a useful tool for us. We could use it to start a planetary defense system. Give us warning so we don't get caught with our pants down again. And Mosaic has a lot of potential.
No, Mosaic is too dangerous. If it can enslave an ethereal and the entire race of outsiders, it's too much of a threat to let fall into the wrong hands. We do whatever it takes to keep humanity alive, and we salvage the outsiders if we can. They've just been slaves to Mosaic and Origin.
If we succeed, people aren't going to thank you for saving outsiders. It'll be like the Japs after World War II. Worse. At least they were human.
We'll deal with that problem if it happens. Right now, we focus on a precision strike right to the heart of Mosaic.
You want to risk the best weapons and personnel we have left for a suicide mission?
You disagree?
Not at all. It's our best chance. Just wanted to make sure you were committed to the course.
It's time to plan the strike against the mothership, if you and we are ready.
I'll be ready.
Good. We'll only get one shot at this.
Angela. Saru. I don't know what to call you. My God, the things you must know. How you look at the universe.
Just Angela or Agent Weaver will be fine. I'd love to chat about the nature of reality with you, Doctor. But right now we need to focus on saving humanity from extinction.
Oh, yes, of course. How can I help you?
What do you see as the ramifications of us losing the base?
We have to win this war quickly and decisively. Without the base, we simply don't have the resources to keep going for long.
That's what I thought. Do you really think we have the capability to get to Origin?
Yes, we'll only have one chance. He's on the outsider command vessel that attacked us and destroyed our base.
Will our signal jamming device get us close enough to the mothership?
Oh, yes. Poor Heinrich, for all his faults, did an excellent job there.
How much can Origin see of the environment around him?
He has access to all of the outsider monitoring equipment, of course. He does not, however, have as much access to the minds of his soldiers.
What does that mean for our ability to slip past his defenses and take him out?
It means that it's a possibility.
If we successfully remove Origin's influence, will the outsiders be free of him? Will they be able to adapt into human society?
Well, I don't know. That's an excellent question. I believe they could. Just look at Lawrence. Yes, they certainly could.
I was hoping that was the case. Do you have everything you need to prepare for our mission?
Aside from another decade or so of research, yes, I'll be ready when you say the word.
Good. We'll go soon. How are you doing, Lieutenant Barnes?
Alive. That's better than most.
Losing the base shook us all.
Is that why Carter's chained up on my ship, ma'am?
Agent Carter isn't thinking clearly right now.
Pardon me, Agent Weaver, but you're the one with the alien in your head right now.
So, you're worried I might not be thinking clearly?
I don't know. The base gone, Carter a prisoner. Tell me you have something straightforward for me to do.
I do. Can you get us to the ship that's attacking Earth? The really big one. Can't miss it.
Easy as pie.
Was the Avenger damaged during the attack on the base?
Singed a little, but she's good to fly.
I have a plan to attack the outsiders, but it's risky. We may not live through it.
Ma'am, this is war. There's a chance none of us will live through it. Just give me a weapon and tell me where to shoot.
Let me know when you're ready for some fancy flying. I need you to get us to their mothership.
Just say the word.